Virginia law protects Confederate monuments. Here in my hand, I have Code of Virginia 15.2-1812. It refers to memorials for war veterans. And according to state law, localities cannot remove Civil War monuments. But back in 2015, a Danville judge ruled that this state law only applies to monuments that were erected after that state law was last amended, which is 1998. But because the Supreme Court of Virginia never heard the appeal to that case, that decision only applies to that specific case. It wouldn't automatically apply to Richmond. In 2016, the General Assembly tried to change that state law and make it clear that all monuments are protected no matter when they were erected. But Governor Terry McAuliffe vetoed that bill. And that's where we stand now. We spoke to a professor of law from the University of Richmond. He told us that here in Richmond, officials could come up with several different arguments for why the state law doesn't apply to monuments here in Richmond, but he says that would be an uphill battle.
Argument that a memorial to a particular person is a memorial to that person, not a memorial about the war. The obvious response there is when you have, say, a general in military uniform that's associated with a particular war, it would seem like to most people that would be a war memorial or war monument. But you can see how you can try and come up with legal arguments.
So he was saying you can come up with several different arguments, but he says in his view, the easiest route is to make an amendment to the current state law, which wouldn't really be easy either. And the only people who have the power to do that is the legislators in the General Assembly. So that's where we stand now. And when we spoke to Mayor LeVar Stoney, he says ultimately here in Richmond, City Council would have to approve the removal of the statues and, of course, the funding to do so. But they didn't really specify legally how they would get this done. So, of course, this is something we're going to stay on top of. Working for you in Richmond, I'm Claudia Rupcich, CBS 6 News.